Hey everybody, welcome back. Falcon, Dead in Bermuda, day number 9. We are in the early morning phase of day number 9 over here. I do see that all the girls over here are kind of getting some rest. They're all relatively fatigued, so yeah, they definitely do need it. The only problem is that we're actually in a really tough spot for food right now. I do believe we're out of fish, so you guys have to fish regardless of which. You girls over here, I kind of need you finding some fruit. So instead of having you rest, I'm going to do something else right now, and that is actually use the ginseng tea that we found, or the ginseng juice, which actually recovers 20 fatigue. So I need somebody like Alice and Winters back on the field, scavenging some fruits for us so we can get some water and food, obviously. So I'm thinking right now we're going to go ahead and use this on you, down to 35, and I think we probably use it even one more time and bring you down even further to like maybe 15. So we'll do that one right there, you're down to 15, great. And then Winters, you're at 49. I almost want to consider just sending Alice out on her own. Let's see if Alice by herself could make this happen, though. Let's see. Right now we're looking at just Alice on her own. 1 to 3 fruit, right? Which isn't really too high. If I use Winters, we're up to 3 to 6, which could be a lot better, obviously. So you know what? I'm gonna have to use this ginseng tea on her after all. I didn't really want to do it just yet, but you know, I need both of them over here finding some fruit for us. So 29 is a bit easier to kind of handle and swallow. No, but really, it's a lot easier to, I guess, comprehend than 49 and having her take a day off, right? So 3 and 6 is actually pretty good. Now, Julia is perfectly fine on herself. She's gonna go out there and explore for us, but before she does that, since she is kind of our designated explorer anyway, I'm gonna give her this binoculars and give her exploration +5. That's gonna bring her up to 46, so her efficiency I think went up from 0.86 to 88 if I'm right. So that's pretty good, I could deal with that one. You guys are fishing, that's for a fact. You don't really have to research right now, I don't think, so I'll just have you rest for sure. And you guys definitely have to rest, and the depression is relatively high on both of you. So I'm thinking you guys over here have a little powwow, you'll talk it out, you'll get rested, and you'll hopefully decrease the depression by a lot, because 57 is really high. Remember, at 100, they die. Essentially, I believe they probably commit suicide if I had to wager a guess here. So that's fine. You guys are good to go, you're good to go, everybody's good to go. Let's go forward one day over here and see how much longer we can actually survive. By the way, by the time I'm recording this episode right now, the game has been released. Actually released today, yeah. So, if you guys picked up the game as well, and you're, you know, even further ahead than I am, oh, 10 fresh fish? Oh, base gods, I love both of you right now. +1 harvesting, 3 fruit, it's basically the less amount of food they could have actually found together, so I'm not too crazy about it. 4 or 5 I would have accepted, 6 would have been great, but, you know, at least we got 10 fish, which is actually pretty good. 100 fish would have even been better, but let's not get too crazy over here. Julia did find, no, she got a level up, great. Let's actually take care of that right now. Information, 12 points, excellent. Let's go to skills over here. So let's continue, I guess, pumping up agility, so that when you're out there exploring, you don't get tired too fast, and you can continue doing that a lot for us. So right now you're at 47. Agility is going to be actually Constitution, Falcon, not agility. Okay, so let's bring you up to like maybe 50, and I wanted exploration back up here a little bit too, so we'll go up to like 53, and that's going to bring me up to efficiency 95, so almost on her own, she'll be able to probably find an area by herself, which is actually pretty good. Regardless of which, right now when I have her explore one more time, she's going to find the next area, because as you can see, it's 94% already completed. So I could even send somebody even more terrible over there, and they'll find it for a fact. But, you know, I don't, unless, you know what we could do? Ileana, you're terrible at this, but even you cannot fail only 6% more needed, right? So I'll have you do it. You might get kind of tired, because I'm not sure if your constitution is high enough for this. But what I could do then now is actually use you to give you a much needed rest really quickly, and then she'll be able to explore non-stop going forward. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll take care of your fatigue now, and then you can just kind of explore for us non-stop. You're down to 38 now, which is actually pretty good. You were at 56, so that's a really good drop. But you're still, both of you are still relatively fatigued. I'm thinking you guys talk it out one more time, deal with some of the fatigue, and some more depression. That's not gonna hurt anybody. So that's fine. You guys, again, go back to fishing. You did an amazing job, by the way. 10 fish is gonna actually help us out quite a bit for the meal portion of the day 9. So you rest, and then you girls, you only did 3. I'm not too crazy about only 3 fruit here, especially when your fatigue's already at 43. So you know what, I'm thinking, Winters, you come over here after all, and you'll just get this rest out of the way now, and we'll just have you go alone. I mean, with the 10 fish these guys brought in, I could actually forego less fruit this time around. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You will definitely find his location regardless of which. You'll go ahead and scavenge for a bit more fruit, or harvest I should say, and then you guys will go back to fishing. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go forward again. So for a fact, for day 10, we'll have a new area to explore, and hopefully it's something related to the ring that we have. I have a ring that would reduce fatigue, or... is it fatigue? It's fatigue or depression, one or the other one. But I am so dead set for a fact, because I did it in another run where I got this weird event where... I don't want to spoil it just yet. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about though, but it has to do with a blue woman. That's all I'm going to say about it, but I'm pretty sure that ring has to do with that right now. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a gut feeling. So I'm trying to hold on to that ring for that reason alone. So you got stiff, which is agility, skill progresses slower, 0.5. That, you know, it's not a good ability, obviously, or a good trait. But, honestly, I don't really have you do too many agility-based things, I don't believe, right? So I think you should be fine because of that. So let's go forward. And let's see what this is going to do for us over here. Fatigue? Perfect. You're ready to scavenge non-stop. Winter's pretty good as well. You guys getting along a little bit better as well. Great. Fresh fish, 6 more. Alrighty, so these two guys alone have brought in 16 fish for tonight. I'm happy, I'm thrilled. And you got 3 fruit, which is actually the max amount you can find on your own. And you should... perfect. Grab that beach for us. Alrighty. That's going to make you a lot really fatigued, though, because you don't really have the skills to actually be out there and not get tired too much. But, you know, it's fine. I'll have her go and rest after that one, and she'll be okay. Alrighty, Bob. Hey, little girl, you should eat, you know? You'll get sick if you don't. Bob, I have news to tell you. A lot of us could really, you know, eat right now, because we all are going to get sick otherwise. You sure look healthy to me. Oh, come on. Let's not bring Bob's weight into this, Ileana. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Bob, dear, must I remind you your last cholesterol checkup? Exactly, Bob. No, dear. I remember the scolding you gave me very well. I feel bad for you, you know? You're funny, Bob. I like you. Right? Ah, yes, of course. It was a joke to make you laugh, little girl. You can count on me on that. Captain on the deck. Oh, God. Boy, must you have been bullied at school. Alrighty, so, 20, Ileana's opinion about Bob. Bob lost a little bit of opinion about Alice, you know, little, husband and wife squirrel right there. Bob's depression went up to 45, unfortunately, though. Thanks a lot, guys. You made him more depressed, and I need this guy fishing. Good job. He's the one keeping us alive right now. Ileana's went down from 17 to 7. You know, I would have preferred that to have been Bob, really, but okay. So let's find out what's happening over here. Hunger and fatigue. I see a few orange bars over here, but, you know, hey, it could be worse. Now, again, the problem with fish right now is that it will actually cause us to get sick from 0 to 3. And this is actually elevated when you're either depressed or fatigued, so you get more sick from this type of food whenever you're not, you know, properly rested. So this is actually really tricky right now. It's a tough scenario for us to kind of deal with. We do have some dried meat, of course. I'm holding on to that one for an emergency. We have 11 fruit. We're going to need some water pretty soon because I think we're dropping down to 10 after tonight, so we're going to have to definitely invest some water pretty soon. Alright, let's start getting some feeding happening, though. Again, this is going to make us sick, but, you know, hey, we need to eat. So let's start off with Ileana over here. Sickness is up to 11. Not too crazy about that. Do this again. Up to 14, and do this again. Okay. No sickness this time around. Good. Let's go over here for after Yuri. Sickness up to 10. Let's go after you. 34. Let's give, our boy John Locke over here some food. Give you some food. As long as we get everybody down to the greens, I will deal with this. I will deal with the illnesses. I think we do have some medicinal herbs around to kind of deal with it anyway. So, remember, fish does have a chance of being spoiled, so the faster we get rid of it, probably the better. Because I'm not sure what this is grades to. If it degrades down to this level over here, it's really bad. We might as well use all of it now. So I don't know, you know what? I think we just probably go overboard, and we just have these two guys fish like crazy again, and just get everybody just about capped off in hunger for a while. Yeah, so one more left over. We could go John Locke, we could go Julia, or we could go her. I'm gonna go with John Locke, because he's the one fishing with Bob right now, so hey. Sickness is relatively high, though, so that worries me. We have some dried meat, of course. We can use this now. I'm gonna use this on you to bring you down, hopefully, into the green. And you as well. There you go. Everybody's in the green. Not exactly great, but it'll do. Alright, so I'm done. Let's go to the next phase over here. Fire intensity is down to 43. We are down to 10 water, as I predicted. Alrighty. I mean, all in all, this could have been a lot worse had Bob and John Locke not bringing a bunch of fish for us. So, hey, I'll take it. Alrighty, you guys are done now. No more depression, no more fatigue. I'm going to have you guys go back to doing whatever it is you're doing. How's the sickness, though? We do have a few medicinal herbs I could throw around, but let's find out about everybody's sickness here first. Alrighty, fatigue high. Yeah, I'm aware. Perfectly aware. Fatigue, Alice, is high. Depression is pretty high on Bob. That worries me a lot. Sickness, though, is 12, 1, 14, 15. Okay. I say we start taking care of Ileana and John Locke first with their illnesses. Or their sickness. And maybe even Yuri as a backup. So let's start off with John Locke over here. Use item. This will be 5% decrease. Let's do it. And I'm thinking even one more time. Okay. And then the last one we will use on Ileana, who should be over here. There you go. Use item. Perfect. Okay. So regardless of which, you're actually getting some rest today. That's a fact. You are going to go out there and explore, because you are good and ready for it. How are you doing here, Alice? You're at 36? I think you still scavenge from our fruit. Oh, and by the way, let's go ahead and turn some fruit into water while we're at it. 3 to 5. Come on, baby. Give me some 5s. I need some 5s. 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. Up to 30. 30 is going to give us how much? Almost 4 days, if I'm right. Almost. Not quite. 3 days for a fact, and then we'll be missing 2 waters. So, for now, let's just do it right now. Oh, perfect. There you go. 4 days. We have 33 water. It should be 32 by 4 times 8. So yeah, we'll be fine for that one for a while here. So we'll hold on to the fruit for emergency rations for now. You guys go back to fishing, of course. Depression, Bob. I wish I could help you out, dog. But I got nothing for you. We have medicine. This is what I'm trying to hold on to. Oh, it's fatigue. So even this wouldn't help you out because it's just making you more depressed. Cooking, sickness. Oh, we do have this for sickness as well. Hey, it's good. That's good. I forgot we had this as well. Discussion. And hunger fruit, right? Well, let's start off by actually checking out this new area that we uncovered over here. So this will be it here, right? X drawn on the ground. Interesting. We got a DMX over here. Rough Riders. Grrr. First I'm gonna make you jump, then I'm gonna make you roll. Is that how that goes? I don't know. It's been a while since I listened to DMX. Let's go ahead and inspect it first here. A big X drawn on the ground. Your pirate instinct tells you that there should be something buried here. That, or it's a trap. Oh, it sounds great. Let's go ahead and dig it up, though. I mean, we have no choice, right? Who will perform this action and actually make somebody tired, too? Not happy about that, but, you know. Julia is over here at 1. She has fighting and stealth high, so she's the ideal candidate for this one. Alright, Julia, please don't get too tired. Please, baby. Please, baby. Oh, yeah! We even passed the stealth check, too. You dig a hole with your bare hands for a while. When you reach a small wooden box, you open it hastily expecting jewels, but you find something even more valuable. A full set of beautiful dried sausage! Perfectly preserved. Oh, food! 5! Oh, quite tiring indeed, but hey, we got 5 food. I can't really complain about that, can I? That's good. Alright, let's back to camp then. So, Julia, I'm sorry for that, but, you know, you'd have to continue exploring for us. No other way around it. Winters, how are you doing here? I think it's about time you come back to harvesting as well. Now, let's find out really quickly if we have any sort of workshop project going on here. We do not. So that means that we're waiting for the research to be done for the stove. The stove's gonna actually let us cook that fish, so that's gonna help us out a bit too. The problem is that we can't research right now because Ileana's fatigue is relatively high. So she does have to rest. Yeah, and then you have to fish, so you can't even do take over the researching here meanwhile. Alrighty. Unless, for this we need knowledge if I remember here correctly, right? Who's relatively decent in knowledge? Let's see, knowledge. Knowledge is power. Again, remember, intelligence does dictate how tired you get from researching as well. So a high intelligence and pretty high knowledge would be great. Obviously, Ileana's amazing at that. 77 intelligence. And then, you know, knowledge over here at 60. Jacob's a lot more knowledgeable than Ileana. I mean, I guess with age comes knowledge after all, so people say. Winters is 36, much as I expected. You know, even Yuri could do some research as well. Even Alejandro, oddly enough. You know what? I don't think I'm going to have Alejandro... Oh, this is actually completely already done, though. Yeah, so I was going to have him go to the plane one last time, but we already extorted our resources there. So you know what? I'm thinking you will take up the queue over here and do some research for us here really quickly. And then Yuri... you cannot work on anything right now because obviously there's nothing researched as yet. Like, both of you could probably come over here. You guys get along decently enough for this. I mean, we're at 77. Both of you together might be able to actually unlock the next thing over. To get the stove happening. You just might be able to do that. However, if we're going to actually build the stove, we're going to need some supplies. And I think we're actually low on everything right now. Let's see here. How's our wood? We have 2. Oh yeah. Plus we have to stoke the fire. We're gonna need some rope. And more than likely even stone. Yeah. Okay. So you know what? You are gonna go back out and... Are you the dude for this? It's scavenging. Yeah, you know what? I might have the boys actually come over here. We'll hold off on the research until we get some more supplies. Because even if we get that research done, without the supplies we can't build it. So we might as well build up our supply pile first. Let's go ahead and focus on wood. We have 2 left over, which we might as well just use now to stoke the fire. So convert. Alrighty, we're down to no wood now. Problem of my life. Alright, so you explore, you guys scavenge for some wood. You guys will go out here and harvest a bit. You guys fish, you rest, and then that's about it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go to the next phase here. Fatigue, 40. Yeah, you know, could have been better. 3 fish. Oh, not as good as I was hoping for. Not as good as I was hoping for. I was hoping for another 10. But hey, you guys brought in 6 fruits, so that's fine. Fatigue barely goes up, thank God. I guess I'll have you guys harvest one more time. Give me a good supply, guys. 9, that's not bad. I think we'll probably more than likely need about like 20, 25 to make the stove, if I had to wager a guess, because every single project so far has just been raising the bar of amount of items required. Julia found an area on her own, even under 100 efficiency. Great, Julia. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and research what you found here. Oh, nice fishing spot. Oh, this is actually really good because our fishermen should be able to do some good work over here. Check this out. 48 depression, that worries me a bit, but check this out. Let's come over here really quickly. Nice fishing spot. We'll inspect it here really quickly. The water is calm here in this little creek. If you weren't struggling to survive, it would be a nice vacation spot. You notice a horde of small fishes gathering in one specific area, turning around and around, something you cannot see. Oh, there's something in there too. But here's the problem. We could search it, but if we search it, I'm pretty sure we scare the fish away. We need the food, so we're gonna go fishing instead, and then maybe after we're done fishing, we'll take a dive down there. But obviously, we'll be using Bob over here for this one. Now, if I'm right... Yeah, he's going to be taking a lot of injuries. You pass with 8%? That's amazing. You try to catch some fishes with a rusty nail on a string for a few hours. You hope that you won't awaken some horrible sea monster in the process. Why don't you use our fishing rod, dog? Nice, and we can do this over and over, right? Oh, we absolutely can. So, let's do this again. Now, what's cool about this is it doesn't really actually make me tired. I'm going to take some injury from the attacks, obviously, but that's okay. We could deal with that. He's actually relatively injury-free so far. So... here's what I'm thinking we do. 3 more. Great. I could go ahead right now and fish it out completely. But remember, we already fished for 3 fish in the morning phase. Now we got 2 more of 3s, right? So we're up to 9 fish for tonight. I think that's more than enough food that we need, so let's not expend all of our resources, because if we don't use up all the fish right now, tonight, it's going to spoil anyway. So we might as well keep a nice little... for a fact supply over here, and we just keep fishing in the other area, I would imagine. So let's go back to camp. And if anything, because we have 9 fish now, I could actually even afford... Oh, he's not tired, this is depression. So here's what we do. We send you over here, and you'll have a powwow with Ileana, who needs to rest a bit more. And because she has a pretty high discussion skill, you guys might be able to pull it off here a little bit well, and reduce your depression quite a bit. So how about we do this? I'll even go ahead, because you're kind of really valuable right now, Bob. I'm going to go ahead and use... I know I have an intelligence magazine somewhere around here, a discussion one anyway. Here we go. So I'm going to use this on Bob, bring up to 55, and we will use it one more time. Actually, let's go ahead and use it on you, so you can talk to Bob and make him feel better. There you go. Okay, so this should hopefully reduce your depression by quite a bit, and then you can go back to fishing tomorrow. We have 9 fish for tonight, which is more than ideal because we have some dried meat as well, and we also have a bunch of fruit too. So this is good. This is actually the best thing that could have happened to us right now. So what I'm going to do, instead of having you fish, because we don't really need the fish right now, we'll have you just go back to research, and hopefully you can finish up the research for the stove. The guys will go ahead and scavenge one more time. How's your fatigue? 29? And good. And then you're getting a bit tired, but I'll have you research a bit more, or explore a bit more. And then you guys over here, 44 and 27. I almost feel that because we have enough food, we should take advantage of Alice just taking some rest now, getting it out of the way. Winters, I almost feel the same way about you as well. How can you? You could bring in 1 to 3, huh? Just because I would like this out of the way already, how about you just go research over here? Now, you guys don't get along too well, so that might impede the progress a little bit here. How's the efficiency together? 1.55. I would imagine that's going to be enough to actually unlock the stove, so let's go ahead and do it. I feel like I should have probably had a rest instead, but you know, so be it. I'm taking a gamble over here, and then you guys do that. Let's actually level up Yuri before we have them move forward here. Information, 6 skills, alrighty. You're doing scavenging, which is based off of agility, right? No, Constitution. Scavenging. Huh, which one's scavenging again? Hunting, crafting, efficiency. Just apparently on its own, huh? Okay, well, you still are going to be crafting pretty soon once we get the required items, so we might as well keep your strength as it is, and we'll go back to crafting, like bring this up to like 65, and then the 3 left over, let's toss them into scavenging. There you go. Alrighty, let's go forward one more time, and after this one, we'll probably wrap it up for today, guys. Oh, guys, you were so close. I needed that done already. Well, actually, not already, but I would have, you know, moved you over to rest or do something else tomorrow. Depression went down relatively fine. Fatigue went down, and not exactly too great here, but we got Hunter for Bob. I don't think he has a really high Hunter skill initially, so that's not going to help us out too much, but whatever. Alrighty. Come on, Alice. Yeah, good on you, Alice. Guys, a lot of wood. 6, you know, not 9, but I'll take it. And then Julia, how about you find me another area to explore tomorrow, baby? Oh yeah, I could always depend on Julia for good stuff. You're gonna be tired? That's fine. We'll have you rest up pretty soon. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like to support. It does mean a lot. I will catch you next time.